Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Vacha Atra Sargo Visargasya Sthanam Poshanam Utayaha Manvantarena Anukatha Manvantaresha Anukatha Nirodho Mukti Ashayaha. The Shukdev Goswami said, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 divisions of statement regarding the following: the creation of the universe, the sub-creation, the planetary systems, the protection by the Lord, the creative impetus, the changes of Manus, the science of God, returning home back to Godhead, liberation, and the Samambhavam. So there is a description of Bhagavatam. In Bhagavad Gita, there are 5 topics. What are the 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita? Jiva, Ishvara, Kala, Karma, Prakriti. Similarly, Bhagavatam has 10 topics. Bhagavad Gita is in a summary, so it doesn't focus on many details. Krishna is not going to explain in Bhagavad Gita details of all these things. Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Putanam. But in summary, things are there because Krishna gives him a picture. Arjuna gives him a small message, a half an hour, one small instruction, why you should fight. But if you look, every verse, every direction of Bhagavad Gita is supported in the Vedic literatures. Krishna has not, the Lord is very, very consistent because truth is same, cannot change. But in Bhagavatam, it can be divided into 10 parts. And even the cantos, the focus is there on each part. So the first part in the Bhagavatam is Sarga, the creation. Many times. And the Visarga is finally these created elements, how they combine with each other, are governed by the 3 modes of material nature. So this understanding is lacking. Generally people think by the permutation, combination of the various elements, this creation will occur. Different material elements are combined together to form the creation, but they are not able to understand how originally these elements have come. Just like I say, hydrogen and oxygen combines form water, but from where hydrogen came and from where oxygen came and who combined them? Who combined them? That is also important. Suppose in one jar I have hydrogen, one jar I have oxygen. It will lie like that for millions of years. Who combined them? Correct? When there is an explosion, we see who did the explosion, who is responsible for it. So therefore, the Sarga Visarga goes to the basic elements of creation, which was divided into 16. How 16? 5, the Panchabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Then 5 senses, eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. 10. And the 5 objects of the senses, Rupa, Shabda, Gandha, Rasa and Sparsha. These are all subtle. Originally actually it is 5 Panchabhuta and the mind, intelligence and false ego. But they can be further subdivided. These things are not sense objects. What do we think about ear? Ear we think is that combination of Pancha Mahabhuta, one shape of ear. No. This is not the ear it is talking about here. It is talking on the subtle platform. The ear, we have a subtle ear. This ear is the gross ear covering the subtle ear. And then there is spiritual ear. The soul also has a ear. Taken. So there is subtle. These things are subtle creations on a subtle plane. So therefore we have to understand these elements. Originally it is 8. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, the whole material creation is just 8 items. What are the 8 items? Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Khammano, Buddhi, Evacha, Ahankara, Yatam, Me, Bhinna, Pakati, Ashtada. It's clear. These 8 are the all material energies combining from this 8. But that is further subdivided. So I am just saying here, this 5 sense which I am talking, 5 senses, why you have to say? If it is not subtle, it is subtle. You understand? It is subtle. Not that in the creation time ears are thrown in the air and then we put one ear here, we put one nose from the... No. It's the subtle. And what we are having is the gross covering those subtle senses. That explains when somebody's hand is cut in some accident, he has a phantom hand experience. He also still feels, I have a hand. But there is a subtle hand still. This hand is just covering the subtle hand. So anyway, so we can understand Sarga and Visarga. So it is not blindly the Sarga and Visarga are acting. It is created. Okay? Nothing is happening blindly, accidentally. So this is the first part of the creation. Sarga and Visarga, understood. So Sthanam. What is the meaning of Sthanam? Sthanam. Yes, planetary systems. So different planetary systems. How many planetary systems are discussed in the Bhagavatam? 14 planetary systems. And how do you reside in them? By your consciousness. Actually, consciousness is primary, matter is secondary. Not in the material civilization. Matter is primary. Consciousness is not even known. It is thought to be a combination of matter. No. Prabhupada therefore used to laugh. He used to say, life doesn't come from matter, matter comes from life. There are 2 things in existence in this world now. There is matter and consciousness. Point is, which is primary? That is most important. Which is primary? Is matter or consciousness? And based on the consciousness, you can go to different planetary systems. Not based on the matter. Therefore, Prabhupada wrote the famous book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. You change your consciousness, you can go to different planetary system. And you make yourself fully Krishna conscious, go back to Vaikuntha. Right? So this much if we can understand, I am a servant of the Lord, go back to Vaikuntha, over. The rest is just details. This whole detail of the creation, different planetary system. Imagine how much effort is there. Different planetary systems are having Vivida Vishesha, different facilities for living. So therefore this is another aspect of creation. First thing is direct creation, the different basic elements for creation and the interaction among them. And then the next third stage, the formation of planets. And generally in modern science today, it is said the first one, nobody talks about. How originally the elements came into being. They say it happened by an accident, there was an explosion. And then there is no discussion of the Visarga, different elements which were combination of these elements. And then there is no description of Sthanam in the way it is seen. Sthanam, the planetary systems are arranged by the Lord. In modern science, there is no concept of 14 planetary systems. Just we see in the sky, something is there, that's it. So it's not in this way. This is a different school. Poshanam. Prabhupada is saying this is the mercy of the Lord. Maintenance. Not only He created material planets and through the living entities there, He is Poshanam. He is maintaining. Prabhupada used to joke, who is going to maintain them? And sometimes people have so much anxiety for maintenance. But who is maintaining? The Lord is maintaining. So Poshanam refers to the... So today at least we will all remember 10 items. In the first Sanskrit meaning. First one is Sarga, the creation or the basic elements. Visarga, interaction between them. Sthanam, the different planetary system. You know the 14 planetary systems. What are the name? Anybody knows? Earth is in the middle. Then what is below? Tala, Atala, Vitala. Then slowly. Tala, Atala, Vitala. Then Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. Final is Patala. Brahmana speaks so fast, so nobody can catch them. Tala, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Patala. Talatala, Patala. Okay? And then earth comes, 7th, and there are 6 above. Which what are above 6? Who? Then Swargaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka. Satyaloka also called Brahmaloka. So basically it totally becomes 14. Okay? Now this is 14 planetary system. This is Sthanam. Okay? Then next, Poshanam. Poshanam is the maintenance. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahuna Vidadati Kaman. Krishna mercifully, out of his own compassion, this mercy Krishna gives to every living entity. What is the first mercy Krishna gives to every living entity? Maintaining. Okay? So we reach, which level we have reached now? Poshana. Very good. Then next is Uti. Uti. What is Uti? Urge. Urge. Uti. That's what it says, the urge. Yeah, that's the urge. Utaya, the creative impetus. Now, we have to see that what is the impetus for activities for living entity. When the living entities that come to this world, because of the fruitive nature, because of the desire for sense gratification, they start running around. That's called Uti. There is a desire. Otherwise the material world will be dead. The living entities come to this world. It's just like example is given. When we leave the body, we are absorbed in we are all in conditioned soul. We are absorbed in the body of the Mahavishnu. Correct? When the material world is Mahavishnu withdraws, breathes in, all the universes are destroyed. And all the living entities are part of the Supreme Lord, is the Mahavishnu. Okay? And then, for trillions of years, there is no creation. Again creation happens, we come back and we wake up and start running around. As a dog or a cat or the elephant, we start running around. The question is this: how do we get up and start running around? The example is just like a dream. When you get up from a dream, what happens? We remember, what is the impetus in the material world for activity? Some fruit. Start running. I am a dog, I start running for a bone. I am a pig, I start running for a stool. I am a human being, I start running for a gulab jamun. Everybody is running. Okay? Some impetus is there. Okay? Utihi. For a devotee, it becomes different. Why? Because devotee, it will come now. The devotee, I was just something I wanted to say, developing on that. The devotee tastes bhakti rasa. Because it is pratyaksha anugavam dharmam susukam kartum avaya. Not that we become sahajiya now, but devotee taste bhakti rasa. Not only we are hearing from the Shastra, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not only we are hearing from the Acharya, the devotee also has pareshanubhava. He has so much happiness, experience of so much happiness at the feet of the Lord. He has that. And just like, suppose, I am doing sadhana. Okay? I am eating gulab jamun. But today there is no taste of gulab jamun. Why? Because I am having jaundice. I cannot taste. Okay? I am taking, the example is given of sugar cane juice. Okay? So I am taking sugar cane juice and I am drinking. Because books say, Ayurvedic medicine says, please take sugar cane juice. But I am not able to have any taste in it. Correct? But I am drinking it. I am drinking it. But the taste is not there now. But when I slowly start getting cured, I do have in the intermediate stage, here and there sometimes a taste. Because the spiritual thing is different from material thing. Material thing is, it doesn't depend on how respectfully you are drinking the sugar cane juice. Doesn't depend. But spiritually, when you are chanting the holy name of the Lord, sometime when you are chanting, we chant attentively. Correct? Sometime. And then we have Pareshanubhava. Very tasty. But then again we come back to a normal situation, so the taste doesn't come. You understood? It is not that Krishna is whimsical. He reciprocates. When with the feeling you're chanting, Krishna reciprocates. Okay? So therefore our element of sadhana should be sincerely done, because you cannot go on doing sadhana without a taste. You'll stop one day. There has to be impetus. Even a karmi is having an impetus for fruitive activity. A devotee is having an interest for bhakti rasa. Prataksha anugamam dharmam susukam kartum ayam. There is a prataksha. It is directly perceivable. It is not that bhakti rasa is a story. Now, fruitive activity is also some kind of a rasa, where you are enjoying a perverted reflection. Just like somebody is enjoying, I say like a tree, he is enjoying the fruits on the shadow. It doesn't exist. It only exists in anticipation. When he jumps on the water for eating the fruit, there is nothing, no juice in it. So material rasa doesn't exist. But we are habituated to jumping. We've gone mad. Everybody is shouting, now we are going to jump, and we have excitement in that. But there is nothing at the end of it. Therefore, any material enjoyment, there is frustration in the end. There is no pleasure in the end. Frustration. But spiritual enjoyment is actually real. So devotee actually tastes this spiritual enjoyment. And when he tastes this, ready to do anything to taste it again and again. Just like a devotee who is tasting, chanting the holy name of the Lord, is very, very careful not to do any one of the 10 offices. Become very, very careful, because he doesn't want it to go away. Krishna, you have given me the taste, please don't take it away. He's so happy actually. Okay? And then the next one, Manvantara. Manvantara, basically the Manu in a different Manvantara. What is the Manu doing? He is giving the rules and regulation for living. Okay? Manvantara, different incarnations of the Lord also come. In fact, the Lord himself incarnates as a Manu. Manu is one of the incarnations of the Lord. Correct? And the different incarnations listed. What are the 6 kind of incarnations? What are the 6 kind of incarnation? Leela Avatara, Purusha Avatara, then Guna Avatara, then Manvantara Avatara. Manu is one of the incarnations of the Lord also. Then Isha Anukatha, the description of the glories of the Lord. And Prabhupada is saying this is the mercy of Krishna. Even Krishna's doing pastime in the world becomes a mercy. Just like we go to somebody's house and we dance or do something. It is not mercy. But Krishna comes, suppose. We are not so fortunate. But Krishna comes and some pastime happens with the deities. That becomes a mercy. Like the day, we are not so fortunate, but it has happened sometime. There is a temple called Shirachor Gopinath. It becomes a mercy of Krishna. Because that activity of Krishna, devotees keep remembering. It's a mercy. Krishna shows his compassion even by acting in this world. And particularly when Krishna exhibits visible pastimes in the world, he always sees these pastimes are recorded. Lord Rama's pastime, Lord Krishna's pastime, Narasimha's pastime are recorded. So that is a mercy of Krishna. And what is the impetus for Krishna's pastimes? Compassion for the living entities, correct? And is exchanging loving exchanges with the devotees. So this becomes another kindness of Krishna. One kindness of Krishna is maintaining us. He is doing that. And what is the second kindness of Krishna? He is coming to this world and doing wonderful pastimes. And then, next, Isha Anukatha. Nirodha. What is Nirodha? Ending. Going back home, back to Godhead. Okay? This is the most important part of our life. We should plan to go back home, back to Godhead. So therefore, devotee only worships Vishnu or Krishna. We don't worship Devatas, because Devatas cannot help us in this. Generally people are attracted to worship Devi Devatas, because Devi Devatas can give you some facility for comfortable life in this world. They have no capacity to help you to go back to Godhead. So it's very, very important that the devotee does not take his mind away from Krishna, because he knows only he can help me in that. Other thing devatas can do, but are we interested in that? That is not our focus. Our focus is to go back to Godhead. It is true, the Supreme Lord Himself takes care of His devotees. Akama sarvo kamo va moksha kamo udaridihi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta parusham param. So it is said that the Lord directly takes care of the devotees. Okay? There is no need to worry. The Lord personally takes care of all the devotees, even material requirement. Krishna sees, definitely He sees when devotees are in compassion, they are taken well care of. Not that they have to separately run to devatas also. And then muktihi. What is mukti? Liberation. And what is real mukti is described with the famous shloka which is quoted. Next verses. Mukti hitva anatarupam sarupena vavisitihi. Mukti means coming to our original position. Such a easy definition. Generally, what does people take mukti? I will have 4 hands, I will have this, I have that, I have that. That is not primary aspect of mukti. What does the mukti mean? I come to my natural original position. Just like water. Now you put cold temperature, it comes to artificial position. Just for an example's sake. It becomes now hard. That's not natural position. When you heat it, it comes to a natural position. Correct? Okay? Water comes to natural position, it's flowing. So similarly, the Jiva Krishna Das is a servant of Krishna. You bring him in the natural position, feel blissful. Forget about bringing, even think about this, and I am a servant of Krishna, you feel so blissful. When you come, imagine the pleasure. Okay? So mukti means, what the mukti actually means? To come to our original natural position and be blissful. And what is the last thing? Ashraya. Krishna is a shelter for everything. Everything. All material, spiritual, everything, Krishna is a shelter. There is there are so many verses explain that. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante ma bhuda bhava samarmita. Finally, all other 9 elements are under the shelter of the Ashraya. That's why the explanation of this 10 starts with first explaining the Ashraya. And all the 9 are actually under the shelter of the Supreme Lord. That is the Dasham Skanda Bhagavatam. Krishna, the Samambhom, is the Ashraya for everything. So this is just a beginning. And as we develop in the Bhagavatam, many devotees, for each one we can have hours of explanation. One side Bhagavatam is the narration, pastimes of the Lord. But if you can analyze in the topics wise these 10 topics, then you can have so much instances of Bhagavatam which are explaining these 10 elements. Okay? That is the proper study of Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath.